Good morning. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my aquarium. Um, Before I get going, I wanted to just let you all know my friend Raju in Bangalore, India, still needs another $40. We are halfway there. So $40 for blankets for widows in the slums outside of Bangalore, India, which is like the cost of what my dad spends on one of his socks. And for just that, we could have blankets on multiple human beings. Go to my website, theupsidedownworld.com, go to the support page, and there are instructions there for making a donation. Just mark Raju in the note, and I will make sure it gets to him, and people will be much more comfortable, hopefully. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about the zombie apocalypse, because I think we might be the zombies, actually. I mean, we have the woke mind virus, don't you know? No, I say this because I've been going through this whole thing over the last few years with, the ending of my family and my children turned on me and all this nonsense. You have to go go to my YouTube, and I've talked about it elsewhere. But, obviously it was like just horrifically traumatic. Honestly, what it felt like my kids have been kidnapped. Except I had just been locked out of the house. It really did. It felt like that. And then instead of helping me, the system turned against me. Obviously this was super traumatizing, and I have complex PTSD. So for me, going through that kind of trauma is really extra. It was rough. It was a lot. And there were definitely times that I was like, where is the exit door? I'd like to stop now. There's somebody waiting? Okay, so in the movies, this is the point where something good happens. Okay, something good happens. Okay, this next person I meet is going to be the person who helps me. Okay, not them. Okay, so maybe the night, it just went on and on and on and on. And there was a point, though, that I was like, I feel like a zombie, because I would, I'm done. I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. But it doesn't, you have to get up and keep going. What are you going to do? Go sit on a street corner for the rest of your life? And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Someone asked me along the way, they said, what do you attribute your ability to get through all of this? And I was like, because respiration and cardiac activities are automatic. Is there some other option? And obviously people can, unalive themselves, but I have a pretty firm commitment that I do not, I really despise how horrible the world is, and I refuse to do things that help make it worse. And I do believe that the world is a better place with me in it than not. And so I shall continue to be here, much to the chagrin of some people who shall remain unnamed. But I did. I thought, I realized I can quit as many times as I want to, but it really doesn't matter. You're just going to get up again, And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a zombie. I feel like a freaking zombie. I can't just stop. I can't just, okay, they killed me. I'm done. No. I just kept going. But then I realized, well, isn't that kind of appropriate? They always make that joke about Jesus, that he's the zombie savior. He died and came back to life, and you can't keep him dead, And I was like, well, I guess that makes sense. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm like a zombie. I'm just going to keep getting up. I don't know. I don't know how not to get up again. That would take more effort. And I just refuse to live in misery if I can avoid it. I have not done anything to deserve to live in misery, I'm not going to simply acquiesce. I guess I shall live forevermore in misery and sadness. Yeah, no, if I have to be here, I'm not really thrilled about it, but if I have to be here, I'm going to make the best of it. And it just so happens that there's this zombie savior that I started following, and apparently you just keep getting back up. Just get back up. Get back up. No, there's actually a story I love to tell. One of my siblings, she got lost snowshoeing in the Cascade Mountains, and she's a lawyer, so it was like news. And it took them, I think it was like 4 days. And it was in November, and it was rainy and cold, just the worst conditions. And she got trench foot. That was it. But she did everything wrong. Just safety tip: if you ever go hiking in a wilderness area and get lost, stop moving. No, seriously, sit your stupid behind down. If you have to, walk in circles and mark the trees as you walk to make sure that you don't get lost. Okay? That is rule number 1. Also, always bring a snack, bring some extra clothing, just a jacket or something, and have some way of making noise, or a mirror or a whistle or something like that. Like really simple stuff. Okay? Do that. You will do so much better than my sister did. So she had it in her mind that her survival required on her continuing to move. And that's what she did day and night. And she just kept moving. And she said that a few times. She decided okay, I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to die. I'm going to die. This is it. I'm going to die. I'm going to die in the wilderness. I guess this is it. And then she'd sit down to die. Except it doesn't work like that, because as I mentioned, your heart and your breathing, they just keep going. They do. And so then eventually she was like, well, I guess I'm not going to die, so I might as well get up and keep moving. And I thought of that story over and over again, because it really is like that. Okay, this is too much. I quit. And so then you sit down and you don't die. But if you know what you're doing when you're in one of those situations, after a while, when you sit down, you can just rest. You can think, every time I've ever sat down, I got back up again. So I can sit here and rest instead of sitting here just trying to get myself together until I can make the next push, There's a way. It's better than just being frantic, and all of our natural instincts, I guess, would be the way it works. There is a way. And so now I follow a zombie savior, and I'm like a zombie, except for instead of dying, you don't have to kill me. I just go away and rest for a while, and then I come back over and over and over again. I'm telling you, you'll never get rid of me. Like fungus or something, I don't know. Anyways, all right, I should get going on the rest of my day. I hope everybody has a lovely, lovely Sunday. I will talk with you again soon. Do go to my website, theupsidedownworld.com, and check everything out there. You need more Rebecca in your life. Christmas is coming. There is merchandise, and I promise you, you will be the coolest human being imaginable this time next year if you got some of my merchandise this year. Because by next year, everybody's it'll be the thing. And this year, you'll be the guy who's like, I knew it. You know what? I was an early adopter. You can do it. Also, go over to my YouTube page. If you want scandal, go to my TikTok page. My TikTok page is the page for my scandalous life. Anyways, love you guys. I will talk with you again soon. And if you have $40 for Raju, please do send it. We have widows who need blankets. It is cold. You would want a blanket if you were them. All right. Love you guys. Bye.